first ball. And a good one too. Taranga searching for it, gets a fortuitous run down to fine leg. As you've been hearing, it's overcast this morning, and we had quite a bit of rain last night. Chopped away, really well timed, and goes for 4. Skids along the, well, I would say probably skiddy outfield because of a little bit of moisture. Oh, that's fantastic. He really hit it beautifully. Got on top of it, timed it, placed it. 4 runs from the time he left the bat.
He's particularly strong in that area. Just waits. He's always trying to make room for himself outside the off stump, and he connects it so beautifully. Just cracked it. It's like a whiplash. Ball just sped away.
That's a good shot. Went right under it and placed it quite deliberately well over the field at mid-on down to the boundary. Didn't land that far inside the boundary. Jayawardene gets a boundary 4.
What a shot that is.
That's hit superbly. Cleared the man at shot. Third man, and another boundary to Mahela Jayawardene.
What a shot this is. He gets under it. Gets, in fact, he may even hit it for 6 in the near future, because that's how well he plays this. Gets under it, hits it over. All he needs to do is beat that fielder close in, who's that single saving fielder, and there's really no defense against this. What a shot.
And just a little push over extra cover for the single that gets him to his 50. 71st time he's gone past.
No one in the deep. That'll be 4.
Well, made an early move. Jayawardene got settled, gave himself the room, knew exactly where he wanted to hit it.
Brilliant shot. Got underneath it. There's no one in the deep. That's playing smart options.
This is all about being aware. Just want to get underneath it. Doesn't matter if it doesn't go for 6. There's no one down there.
Goes down the ground. This is brilliant batting from Upul Taranga. Fielder came into the circle. Ashwin did pause though, but did not put him off. So 9 runs off 4 balls. Good start to the power play for Sri Lanka.
This is good cricket. Just went as straight as possible with him.
Outstanding batting. Great awareness that the third man had come up into a short third man position. So much of Jayawardene's batting is about knowing where the gaps are.
Also not very clever bowling. I'm sure you're aware of your field as well. You can hardly bowl a short one outside the off stump with no cover whatsoever on the offside. All the 3 players are on the onside, and then you bowl one short. Now take a look again at that leg of his. Here he delivers. Now look at the other leg, where it's going. It's almost coming up from the other side, and if it has, as though it has a mind of its own, it's going to come out from its socket from behind him.
Yeah, that's the area that I think that I mentioned that I think he'd be aiming for, simply because there's a long off, but there's no one at long on. I mentioned that it was tough because you're going against the turn, and he didn't middle it, and he hit it well enough.
This is a very tough shot. Really very difficult. Just take a look. He's played it against the turn, is what Bishop was saying. Not the easiest shot, and especially to mid-on. You might have a slog sweep, which you have a greater percentage in success, but straight over mid-on. Superb shot.
Brilliant stuff. Deliberately hit up and over the man short in that square leg, and takes Jawardner to 99.
What an innings this has been. It's been frustrating for the bowlers because he's manipulating the field at will. Now this is a slower delivery, but he's got every shot in the book and a few more. He's on the front foot, but he just doesn't commit. That's his greatest strength. He can pull off the front foot as well, which he's done here. He's just transferred weight. He assesses length very quickly. Superb batting. Just one away from what will be a wonderful 100.
That's it. Number 16 for Jawardner. Pumps the fist. His life in the veteran yet. And made in slightly difficult conditions, having lost the toss and being asked to bat first.
Few supporters that I hear are overjoyed because this is an important game for both. Could remind you that both teams have lost a game apiece. Just the way he's played, he's just been in control and in command, in fact. He's got his 100 in just 107 deliveries.
Should be out. It is out. Oh, dropped it. Well, he had it for such a long time. Almost in the fingertips, really, and never had control of it. And in the very last moment, on hitting the ground, it eluded his grasp. 204 without loss. Nice shot. Beautiful shot, in fact. Sweet.
Gosh, he's getting better. Unbelievable. And that's an off spin. That's against the turn. But look at the amount of space he's made for himself. Gets into the position. And what's good about him is, gets into a position a lot earlier than most others. Gets to where he wants to be, but then he has that fraction of a second to execute.
Done of play.
This time, surely, taken. Similar shot that was put down by Murali Vijay when Jawardner was only 25 earlier this morning. Is held by Umesh Yadav.
Didn't quite get hold of it. Didn't come off as quickly as he wanted it to. Not enough pace to play that shot. And Umesh Yadav this time does not make a mistake. So what a fantastic innings this man has played. 107 of 112. Taken Sri Lanka to a magnificent position. 213 for 1. Well, this has got him a lot of runs as well, this shot, and he favors it. He's confident with it. Got away once playing this shot when Vijay dropped him, but Yadav this time did not make a mistake, and that was an important breakthrough.
With a short fine leg, it is just clipped away for 4, and it takes Taranga to 99.
Really not clever at all. That's just the area that he didn't need to bowl, especially with Taranga on 95. This is a just easy put away for him. Takes him to 99, and you wanted him to struggle to get there. The longer he stayed there, the better for India, and this was pretty thoughtless. You've also got to be thinking very hard where you want to be bowling it.
$100 for Upal Taranga. Only his second innings back for Sri Lanka after he was left out of the team, and this is certainly a more commanding knock from him.
13th ODI 100 for Taranga, so he's been prolific.
Well, he's in short.
Another piece of misfielding. Indians really sloppy here. What should have been one turned into two. 150 for Upal Taranga for exactly 150 balls. Four runs. Well, low full toss and not much room between long on and straightish mid wicket. He found it. 100 partnership between these two now, the second 100 partnership of the innings. Now where's that gone? That's gone for 6. My goodness, no. That's remarkable, absolutely remarkable. How he could get it over there for 6, well, I suppose he's been there that long that he can do it.
Well, it's an amazing shot. Have a look at him go. Square to a low full toss for 6. It's a flat 1 over point. Just showing his natural talent and ability now, Upal Taranga. Collaring the bowling, and he's gone over cover. That's a tremendous strike. 335 for 1 with an over to go. Unbelievable shot. Unbelievable batting from Upal Taranga. He's played some magic shots, and well, we just got to be out there to admire what we are seeing here. Full toss, high full toss, not an easy ball to hit for a 6. And it went a mile.
Last ball. Might as well come for a second. And they do. There's an appeal for a run out. All depends whether they reach 350 or 349 as to whether this is out or not.
That's why India have been dominant. But he'll be feeling a little bit of pressure though, because he's not going to convert those scores into big ones. But this man, well, all he does is go after 100, Shikhar Dhawan. Batted twice before here at the Sabina Park, and on both occasions he's got himself out for 11. Classy shot. Not an easy shot to play because that was hit on the up. Just leaning into it. Shikhar Dhawan's first boundary. Got him. Well, he had to break free. The ball was hitting the bottom of his bat, Rohit Sharma. Just not finding the timing, but finding Matthews, who hangs on to a sharp one at short mid-wicket.
Yeah, it is a very good catch. Because it's on that length, it's not a half volley. And the angle or movement from the bowler is coming in slightly. It's taken the inner half of the bat and gone quickly to Matthews. That's a very good position in the field. 12 for 1. Murali Vijay is the new batsman replacing Rohit Sharma by trade and opening batsman, so You don't want him, I suppose, to sink too far in the batting order.
Slightly short. You can't afford that at Kulaseka's pace.
And one or two commentators behind have been begging for intent and aggression. Daman showing now that he feels that he's assessed conditions into the 7th over. Asking for it. Length was full enough and wide enough, allowing Daman to throw his hands at it and get the desired result.
Very good batting. No attempt to get those feet near the ball. It's all about getting your base right, which will then give you the opportunity to throw your hands at it.
That is very well played, and that'll run away.
That's more like it. That's innovative. That's delicately done. Use the pace of the delivery. He saw it maybe pitching outside leg, but he paddled it, soft paddled it to find the finer fence. That is brilliant. That's what we know of Murli Vijay. Superb use of the feet. Gets to the pitch of it and fetches himself a boundary. The second one in this over.
Well, this is more like it. Gets down the track. And was never in any doubt as to where he wanted to hit that.
That's in the air, but there's a fielder right under it, camping under it. Upal Taranga has no problems whatsoever. Simplest of takes. And Shikhar Dhawan makes the long walk back.
It's got quite a bit of bat on this, but just picked out the wrong area, straight to Taranga. He's hitting into the wind as well, which is probably not really a great idea. So, but he goes for 24, and India 52 for 2.
Well, India find themselves in a predicament. Virat Kohli is walking in. He's been prolific in his ODI career, and more specifically against Sri Lanka.
Straight in. Malinga waits for the catch. They're finding fielders with regularity here. Short delivery, and the Virat Kohli brief innings goes for 2. 57 now for 3.
Brilliant bowling from the skipper. Angelo Matthews, it was, brought himself on, took the spinner off. He surprised Kohli. At Matthews' pace, you wouldn't expect him to be bowling those short ones. A rare failure for Virat Kohli. Gone for 2. India are 57 for 3.
Dinesh Karthik comes in now. Last 2 wickets falling to deep catches where the fielder really didn't have to move. The ball came directly to him. Just had to wait for it, cup his hands, shut his eyes and take the catch. Beautifully bowled. Typical Malinga. Typical Malinga with the Yorker. No use checking your head. You're not the only one who has ever been bowled by a Malinga Yorker into the stumps. 4 down for 65.
It's bowled on a length. Murli Vijay holding back, looking out for that Yorker. Lasith Malinga, this will boost his confidence. Vijay gone for 30, India are 65 for 4.
Left-hander comes in now, Suresh Raina. With India, now you can say they're really in a heap of trouble. 65 for 4, big total, staring them down.
Gets it wrong, looking for the Yorker. It's a good player, Dinesh Karthik.
Looking for the Yorker again. In fact, he's holding at his the far end. He's bowling from the Courtney Walsh end, and he would have hit a few stumps in this ground as well.
Difficult delivery for Kumar Sangakkara. It'll be a wide, so 5 wides added to the total. Nice shot, glorious shot. See, you can sit and wait on it because you know he's going to be full all the time, and you still get a boundary. I think they're expecting these full-length deliveries, and someone like a Suresh Raina as well. So I just want to give them something to think about that might be coming, and then my pitch-up delivery has great effect.
Gone, stumped. Is he? Yes, given out by the leg umpire. So coming out of his crease and trying to sweep the ball, not a good option from Karthik, but he was looking uneasy. 22 from 40 balls, never in, never settled, never got going.
Not the easiest of pitches. It's that carom ball. Got too close to it, Dinesh Karthik. In the end, ended up yorking himself. Virat gets his second. It was a struggle for Karthik. 22 to him. India 118 for 5.
That's a nice shot. Lovely flick. Lovely wristy work from Jadeja. He'd like that. He had to wait for a very long time to get the ball away. 4 dots followed by a 4.
I've seen a few good shots in between. This is just one of them. The batsman leaning into it. It's pure timing, letting the ball come on to him.
Beautifully driven through the offside. Magic drive from Suresh Raina. He looked so good.
Classy shot. There's no one in the deep on the offside. And he was eyeing that boundary, but ended up playing a stylish drive. Down on one knee.
Reverse sweep. Malinga waits for the catch, and another wicket goes. So 7 down now, and the end coming pretty quickly.
Well, reverse sweep, always taking a chance. Some people play it better than others, and Ashwin perishes this time. And just 4 runs. India now 153 for 7.
So another wicket for Sri Lanka. India 153 for 7 now. Look at that. Target is 349. Tremendous innings from Sri Lanka. Having lost the first match comprehensively to the West Indies, they've come back really strong. 348 for 1 after 50 overs. Both opening batsmen scoring hundreds. Taranga, the left-hander, not at 174. Jayawardene 107. And that's skidded on, finish him off. First ball. Shami Ahmed goes first ball, 8 down now.
It's not pretty. This is a very, very ugly performance from India. Straight delivery. Just goes straight through, skids on. Shami plays right across it. And away go his stumps. Just faced the one ball. That's all it took. India 153 now for 8.
Herath is back on, and there is Jadeja. Well, injecting some life into what had been a lifeless game. So 6 to Jadeja, a little bit of life, and the Indian supporters can wave their flags for once.
Amazing. I think he's got another. Really magnificent performance by Sri Lanka from all quarters. Yet another wicket, and this time Herath has got 3 now.
Spun too. Good catch by Sangakkara, because it spun plus taking a finish outside edge, so there was a fair amount of deviation after pitching. And all 5 foot 2 inches of Ian Gould sticks the hand in the air to send Sharma on his way for 2. 166 for 9.
Take a look at that for a shot. How about that? That is creative. That's audacious.
It was smart batting, because based on the field set that I talked about last over, he knows generally the line of Kulasekara is going to be outside the off stump based on the strength of the field. That is the end. Full, straight, and too much for Umesh Yadav. What a fantastic victory by 161 runs for Sri Lanka.